never really know. That kind of like what I took from tonight is, especially with Chris Colbert and with Josh Taylor, you just never really know what the guy is looking at, what he's seeing. What prevented Chris Colbert from using his jab from the outside and then stepping around and just continuing to work until something developed, you know? And then what forced Josh Taylor to feel like he had to force himself on Catterall the entire night, you know? I can raise my hand and say that it could have been being at home. You know, there's a different type of energy with at home, and, you know, you put an expectation on yourself, even if other people aren't. Yeah. You know, so.
Well, I was going to say, you actually might be, well, you're definitely the most qualified at the table, but you may be the most qualified based on the Kell Brook fight. You mentioned it earlier as a parallel. I think it's a very good parallel.
Yeah.
It wasn't working. Chris Colbert's strategy wasn't working. Josh Taylor's strategy wasn't working. Your strategy wasn't working. None of the three of you changed it. Josh Taylor gets a decision. But what, I guess, from your perspective in that fight, what were you thinking? If you're talking about mentality.
What I did not think. That the funniest thing, that's the answer to your question. Yeah. And like I told you guys before, like it didn't take me long. I think before I got home, I realized I wasn't thinking. Yeah. I didn't make any adjustments. I did the same thing all night. That wasn't me. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it really does. It was like, for me, it was like a conscious decision I made. I swore to myself, I will never go into the ring and fight one way for an entire fight. I will never, ever do that again. And I believe that I stood on that until I retired. And it was a learning lesson for me. And you never want to take an L and have to learn, but that kind of was what it ended up being for me. But I think that in Josh Taylor's, I think for Josh Taylor, it's just a matter of him understanding, like, hey, calm down. Doesn't matter where you're fighting. Doesn't matter who's watching. Work accordingly and make those adjustments. Again, Catterall fought his best fight, which to the eye isn't that appealing, but it was enough to force Josh Taylor to either not see something or ignore whatever it was that he was seeing. And then for Chris Colbert, I really do think that the adjustment for him is simple. It's about him being him. And him is not fighting on the inside. Him is not wearing shots.
Also, him stop being so damn stubborn.
Yeah.
Except that, like when my man got hurt, like you still want to stand up just to show you tough.
Yeah.
Sit your ass down. Your legs. He did not have his. I don't even think he sat down after the 7th.
He did not sit down the round that he got knocked down.
He literally stood up and never had his legs. That little stuff right there. I mean, it's maturity. He'll learn it. But hopefully you do like what Shawn did. You learn from this loss, and then you got the talent. He has everything it takes to still be great.
Absolutely.
And he's still a problem.
Yeah. What's up? I'm Showtime Shawn Porter.
I'm Ant. Follow me on IG, Ant with 2 T's. Let's do it. Let's do it again. All right.
Just introduce yourself.
Okay.
And then you tell them what to do. I'm Showtime Shawn Porter.
I'm Anthony Brenagh.
Carson Merk. Like, subscribe, comment.
This is the Porter Way.